Okay, guys, it has been essentially forever. It has been all time since I've made a real video. So I want to do an update, let you know what I've been working on. I have been super busy with 40K stuff even, so I just haven't had time to do videos. So hopefully get you guys caught up on what I've been working on, what I'm going to be working on, and a few questions for you guys as far as what kind of videos you want. So I guess first things first, let me show you my 1,000 Suns I've been working on. I've got one of them finished. Got another thing I want to show you in there, and the rest of the squad I've gotten a little bit farther on. They just take forever, so. Here's my squad of 1,000 Suns. Now, the regular guys here, they're not done. I've just got the blue done, and I've got the gold almost done. So they still have a long way to go, but it takes a long time to get from here to finished. So, but then again, this is like probably 3 or 4 hours of work on the whole squad to get to this point. So there's that. Now this is the force weapon I want to show you guys. Let me switch this to macro mode. Okay, so this is the force weapon I painted on the aspiring sorcerer. So I don't know, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I do like the back of it a little bit more, though. I think that looks a little bit more natural. So let me know what you guys think, but I think I'm going to be trying to do a similar effect on all the force weapons and that in my army, so he's not done yet, but he's getting there. So yeah, I might be doing a video on how to paint those too if you guys like it. And this is the one guy that I have done here. If it will focus. I'm really happy with the way the headdresses came out. I think that worked really well. There's a lot of shading in there and stuff that, and I'm hoping it looks pretty natural so you don't notice some of it. But there's quite a few colors in each line there. And then I've painted this is like the red eye. Yep, not focusing anyway. And then I've got these bases here I painted up. These are some resin bases. I'll try to find the company that made them, but we got these at Origins. They look really good. So I'm going to be putting at least this whole squad on these bases, because we've got a bag of them here. There's all sorts of different ones for the same set here. So I'm going to be using those for them. So I'm really fond of resin bases nowadays. If you guys are at the Game Vault in Fredericksburg, Virginia, they carry a bunch of different stuff like that from different companies. So this is kind of the stage that my regular guys are at right now. So I've got a long way to go, but just wanted to show you guys my 1,000 Suns. They're pretty much the army I actually care about right now, that I'm trying to really get all painted up before I get too many of them. Here's the first Obliterator that I made out of the Tomb King Sushanti. I have a video for that, so I'm sure most of you guys have seen that already. I'm just getting started on the second one. So I've got a lot of bits out for that somewhere. So I'm going to be doing a lot of work on them. I've got this guy you guys have seen before. They've been using as a demon prince. I might be using him as a greater demon, I'm not sure. But I might be putting some wings on him. And this is my largest, most depressing endeavor. These are what I want to be my my lesser demons, because I've been using a lot of lesser demons lately with 1,000 Suns. So I still have a long way to go before I finish modeling this. As you can see, I put a little scarab on there. And I'm working on something like flame and that kind of stuff coming off of it. The entire model is is going to be painted like a green kind of etheric energy. Just the entire thing, like it's all this kind of warp ghost. So I'm doing that kind of stuff on the feet. The hand is holding the rope here, but it's not connected to his arm. Like this arm's just not going to exist. And then I've made this kind of armor piece on the horse's head with the scarab on it. And this guy's really just a head connected with the paper clip into the horse, and then like an arm here. So, and I still have a long way to go on this cloak. I'm going to make a whole cloak here that's kind of flying back, but he's not going to have any legs or anything like that. So that's my plan, but then again, I'm going to need about 40 of them, so this could take a while, but that's at least going to be hopefully one squad of my lesser demons for the Thousand Suns. So I've got a lot of work going on them. I'm going to also be doing some tactic videos because I've got some new strategies in that for tournament style Thousand Suns, and also going to be doing some more battle reports for them. So look forward to those. I know a lot of you guys are into the Thousand Suns nowadays, so pretty awesome. I'm also going to be starting Tomb Kings in the near future, so finally getting into fantasy. So probably gonna get this. Probably gonna be one of my first models here. So, which I'm probably gonna do an unboxing for. But let me just show you some of the cool stuff in this right now because it's pretty awesome. Some of the cool little bits you guys might like for Thousand Suns here, even if you don't play fantasy. These little scarabs are pretty darn cool. The little scarabs with skulls on them, which is incredibly useful for Thousand Suns. They also have just some regular scarabs. Anyways, there's lots of cool pieces on here. These cool spears, stuff like that is really useful for converting with Thousand Suns. And also these huge wings are amazingly awesome and useful. So, and these blades are freaking awesome. Those on a defiler instead of the claws would be amazing. So I'm going to be probably putting one of these together, unboxing that, and starting some fantasy. So there'll be some fantasy battle reports on here. We've got a few fantasy players in the area. And one of the things that's taken up a lot of time, which a lot of you might not care about since it's not really 40k, but it's the first step in a good direction. So if you guys have ever played Settlers of Catan, it's a really awesome board game. We've been playing that a lot, but I'm making Settlers of Catan in space. So these I made all these tiles. They look a lot better on the computer, but I'm still pretty happy with the way they turned out. They're pretty thick too. So if you guys want to make your own, I'm going to be eventually putting up the download file once I have everything done. But this is like 32 weight linen paper, spray adhesive to the front and back of like some placemat material, and they're pretty strong. So I've got all of these tiles to make up the game board and everything like that. Desert planets for crystals is what you get from them. Metal from asteroids. And I've got two different pictures for each thing, suns or deserts. We also made up a resource here called phalanxium, which is you get from a brown dwarf star, because they're like, some of them are like 90 degrees on the outside, which is insane. So you get food from jungle planets, and you get water from ice planets. So I made up all these tiles for the board. There's 30 tiles here. I'm really happy with the way that what this all turned out, so it's going to be really fun to play. And right now it's just literally cut and paste. It's exactly like Settlers of Catan. No rule changes, but rule changes are on the way once we finish everything. We're also going to, I've got all these other pieces made too. These are the tokens you put on each place to tell you, you know, if you roll this number, you get that resource kind of a thing, like the little round tokens. So with these, I've named them similar to like how they name stars and planets. So it's 6, which is the number, dash, and then that number, 13.89, is the percent of that number being rolled with 2 dice, and then B, because it's the second most common grouping. A would be 7, which doesn't matter for this game really. So that's how those worked out. And then I've got the cards for the resources. So this is the phalanxium one. And then we've got, let's see, we've got food, desert planet for the crystals, metal for the asteroids, and water from the ice planets. And one last thing that I've actually got printed out and done is the ports. So I've got all the ports for those made up. Let's see if I got a different one here with food. So if you guys are interested in Settlers of Catan in space, let me know. So I'll let you know when I put up the download for everything you can print off. I've had all these printed at Staples, and I've just cut them out myself. So, but a lot of it's the paper that you use is really, really important. So, let me know if you guys are interested in that. The big reason why I'm telling you guys about this, one, it's space, which is awesome. But two, we're going to be making our own rules for this. So, it's eventually going to be nothing like Catan at all. We're going to eventually mutate in this into what will hopefully eventually become a board game version of Behemoth before we actually have enough resources to launch a full Behemoth set. So we're also going to be using these in some of the, like all these ships I made that I showed you guys. We're going to be using those in some of the early rule changes to this. So ships are going to be one of the first things we add. So I hope you guys like this update. I've been really busy, so I also wanted to ask you guys, I don't have all the time in the world, but I do want to get back on my battle reports. So I was wondering, just post a comment below telling me, there's two options I'm thinking of, or if you have another one you come up with, feel free to post that. But I'm thinking either keep making the quality battle reports I was making, and making quite a few of them, or if you guys would prefer, I could make less battle reports, but a higher quality, more graphics, clearer video, because it takes a lot longer to finalize and edit and everything if it's HD. So I could make them a much higher quality, but make not as many, or would you guys rather them be just pretty much what I've been doing, but a lot more of them? So let me know what you guys think. Just post a comment below, and I will check out all of those. And one last thing, I just got a new phone, which I'm excited about. But I just wanted to show you guys this app here. Yep, not focusing. Okay, there we go. It's called BattleScribe. So if you guys download BattleScribe, it's on Android. I don't think it's on the iPhone yet, but you can get you can download the files for this for a lot of different game systems. You can put in the points limit, whatever, and you select the codex that you want. So I'm just going to choose Chaos Space Marines. Okay. And this is kind of like, it's similar to Army Builder, except it's free and it's on your Android phone. Hey, you can totally see me. Okay, so once you're in here, you can add stuff like, let's add Airmen. So I've got Airmen on there. Let's also add Demon Prince, and then you can click on him to change all the stuff he has. So we can add Psychic Powers, set Bolt of Change, and obviously Warp Time. So we got those on there, and he definitely needs wings. And Marco Zinch, for reals. Okay. Alright, so we've got him all worked out. Now let's add some troops. So 1,000 Sun Squad. And now this is one of the cool things here. Let me point this squad up a little bit. We need to add some more guys. Okay, personal icon, we'll just do that for right now, and a rhino, yeah. Okay, so now when you go to the squad, you can actually just duplicate the squad by holding down on it, so you can make a bunch of the same one without filling them all out again. So right now I'll show you at the top, I've got 1302 points, and then you can also, you can view your roster. So this is what it will look like, with all the stuff that they have on there, which is really awesome. It gives the stat summary. And for some of the special rule stuff, it will list some of them too. Just most of it. I didn't pick anything with any really weird rules yet, but it'll list some of those in there. And you can save it as an HTML, so I think you can email it as well. So I just want to show you guys that app, because it's pretty much amazing to have on there. So pretty much it for the update. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you let me know what you guys want for the battle reports. I'm going to be doing some stuff for the 1,000 Suns soon, so look forward to that. And I will see you all later.